Hey, what's up, guys? Another week of training here. So a slow start again from the meet. I know this is about 1.5, 2 weeks from the meet, but again, still slow. Trying to acclimate myself to the training again. So this is 315 for a triple, then dropped it down for 275 for 8 and 225 for 15. I think this day I was pressed for time, so I just did some volume there. Again, with the bench, just worked up to 205 for a triple. And the next day for deadlift, I worked up to 495 for one, and then I dropped it down for some volume for 405 for 4 sets of 4. And I am taking my suggestion from my good friend Matt Rodock to do less of the intensity singles and try to work some more volume. And I don't see why not. So I'll just give it a try. It's a little bit of struggle, but again, it was fine. Then after I did set of conventional 315 by 5, and with the bench, able to graduate back to 225 for one. So before I did 185 for 7, 205 for a triple, and then I like to do a down set of 135 by 16 just to get some volume in. And then the next squat session, so this would be 315 for 4 reps. So glad I got past doing just the triples with squat, and then did some volume with 275 by 10 and 295 for 2 sets of 5. And again, worked up on the bench just for 225 for a single. Okay. And the following squat session, I went up to 335 for a single, and then dropped it down for 295 for 2 sets of 6. And again, similar with the bench, worked up to 225 for one after doing some volume. And the second deadlift session of the week, I was able to do 495 for one. Again, just mixed grip. This is actually the first time I did the mixed grip since the competition. And what was promising is I did a set of 405 by 5 for the sumo, and then 415 for 3 sets of 4 with the sumo as well, in the double overhand strap. So that was a promising sign. And again, my body is still kind of getting used to training again, and I think that deload period prior to the meet, it was pretty, I won't say severe, but I did take a significant deload period, so it's just tough getting after the meet, not being able to do the volume like that as I was going to. But last squat session of the week, so this is a little better than the previous squat session. I did 315 for 2 sets of 4, and I should be able to do 315 by 5 just automatically, but again, I was just really slowly getting back into squatting. And after the 2 sets of 4 with 315, I did 295 for 2 sets of 6. So my kind of rule of thumb is only to do 4 working sets because I am squatting very often. And my back was extremely tight, so I only did 185 for 2 doubles and 205 for 1. So you can see that my bench arch isn't very significant, but hopefully that'll get better with some band traction. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned for next week.